Deana lived in apartment number 21.
Was she killed inside the apartment?
The evidence indicated that, yes, she had been murdered inside the apartment.
How was she murdered?
We believe that she was strangled.
It was January 1978, a Saturday morning, when Deana Bowdoin's boyfriend found her lifeless body next to the bed. This is video taken by a Tempe police detective inside the apartment just hours after the murder. The ASU student had been tortured before she was killed. The murder sent shockwaves through the community. Deana Bowdoin was a beautiful young woman, a free spirit who loved to travel and write poetry. The question was, who did this and why?
A parent always thinks, well, you can do anything to me, but don't hurt my kids. We're protective about our children.
Learning the details of Deana's death was agonizing for her family.
We all knew she was raped and murdered, but we didn't know not only did he rape her, then he made her get dressed, then he strangled her, then he stabbed her.
Over the years, Tempe police exhausted all of their leads. Ted Bundy was even considered a suspect at one point in time, but the trail went cold. And then a detective by the name of Tom Magazzini got the case.
And there were numerous investigative leads.
With a fresh pair of eyes, Magazzini re-examined the evidence, including articles of clothing found inside the apartment. Remember, Deana was sexually assaulted and then forced to get dressed. As it turns out, the killer left trace DNA on that clothing. New technology and DNA evidence led to this man, Clarence Dixon, a serial predator.
Stalked women in apartment complexes near where he lived, and that he would attack them at night, and usually when they were by themselves.
After spending nearly 2 decades chasing a killer, police finally had a suspect, and they would uncover more disturbing details about this case. Before Deana's murder in 1978, Clarence Dixon was actually in police custody, accused of sexually assaulting another young woman. The case was heard in front of then Superior Court Judge Sandra Day O'Connor. She found him not guilty by reason of insanity and released him pending a mental evaluation by the court. 2 days later, he murdered Deana Bowdoin.
Great sense of outrage. Really, it should never have happened. Not to Deana and not to any of these other girls.
Late last year, this sexual predator was finally brought to trial for murdering Deana Bowdoin. The trial lasted 2 months. Clarence Dixon represented himself.
Did you see any remorse in him?
None.
No.
30 years after her death, Deana's family was forced to relive the terror she felt in the final 5 minutes of her life.
I think that's the only regret I have of her whole life is that last 5 minutes. Everything else was so good. And then to come down to that last 5 or so minutes, it was just not right.